Superman returns, and by return, they mean one more movie until they reboot this whole thing altogether because there was no way that this boring monstrosity was ever going to get a sequel. So when Superman returns, Superman has been gone for like 5 years because some astronomer, I don't know his name, they never explain this part in detail. Well, he's been told that his planet Krypton is back somehow after, exploding in the middle of space. So Superman goes out there to see what it was, and he comes back with an answer that we all completely knew. I mean, every single Superman fan was like, yeah, no crap, dude. What do you think you were going to find out there? The entire planet is gone. Anyway, Superman has finally returned to Earth, and now we have this slow, burning, boring mess. I mean, and granted, there's some action in this movie. I mean, there is this plane falling in the very beginning of the movie. That was pretty cool. There's this guy with a machine gun that is blowing up everything, and when he's hitting Superman, it's just bouncing off of him. There's just fire everywhere. So you can tell that this movie has a budget. Problem is, it just has no plot at all. I mean, Brandon Routh plays Superman in this movie, and he plays a very good Clark Kent, but I never really got Superman out of him in this performance, and I don't think I really blame him. I think I blame the director and the writer of this movie. I mean, when you look at Brandon Routh's performance in the Arrowverse, when he plays Adam, he can play a very good superhero. He just has no characteristics in this movie other than staring into Lois Lane's house and spying on her new family. Speaking of which, Lois Lane, does she have any character? Well, the only character that she has now is that she has a husband, boyfriend, guy friend that she lives with, and oh yeah, she has a kid as well. So that's what she's been doing for 5 years, and the relationship between Clark and Lois, or Superman and Lois, or Lois and Clark, it's all completely gone, guys. It's not there. She's either complaining or yelling at Superman for half the time they are on screen, and when it comes to Clark, I don't think she really had one conversation with him throughout this entire movie. Oh boy, I'm getting bored just talking about this movie, guys, so I'll wrap this up as quick as I can. Anyway, Kevin Spacey, come on. Kevin Spacey in a villain role. I mean, forget about what he has done in the past few years, and remember him from The Usual Suspects or the movie Seven and everything. He knows how to play a very good villain, but for some reason, he just doesn't have the same acting chops as Gene Hackman did as Lex Luthor. I mean, when I picture Lex Luthor, I picture him as a very smart guy, annoyed that he always surrounds himself with a bunch of morons, but also he laughs all the time, he outsmarts people, he just has that brighten up persona knowing he can outsmart anybody, especially Superman. In this one, it's like, dude, you can smile at least once in this movie. And whenever he does come up with something, you don't hear about it. You don't hear about his plan, what he is going to do, until the very end, he is explaining it to Lois Lane. I mean, this is just usual. He just became that one villain that everyone likes to recycle all the time, that would always explain the plan right before the plan actually happens in time for the hero to stop it. So he's just now that villain. Why? What happened to Lex Luthor? Seriously. And he's followed around by this girl named Kitty, and I'm thinking, what happened to Miss Tess Parker? She's still around, I guess. Why is she gone? Also, where's Otis in this whole situation? Otis is the clumsy doofus that always follows Lex Luthor around, but he still has character, whereas the other goons that follow Lex Luthor around in this movie, I have no idea who they are. They would have been named, I don't care, I don't know, who cares, and also, what the hell? Seriously, the only goon that I can really remember out of this movie was simply because he was bald. If that's all I can really get out of these characters, why are they here? And also, what was the actual plot in this movie? I mean, Superman comes back, he spies on Lois Lane for, like, what, an hour of this movie? It's creepy, and it's probably the only interesting thing in this entire movie. Yes, guys, you heard that right. The creepiest thing that happens in this movie is actually the most interesting thing in this movie. As it stands, this movie didn't really have an ending as well. It just, ended. So guys, in the end, I will say it is still better than Quest for Peace, because at least it looked like it had a budget, or or at least something going on, but it still falls down on the same problem because the plot was just nowhere to be found. So I'm gonna have to say, this movie is slow-burning trash. But I can really say right now, is it better than the movie Catwoman? Yes, but that's only because at least they have some of the characteristics of Superman down in this movie. What's that? What not? Anyway, I'm done with this review. So guys, Superman Returns. If you can remember anything about this movie and I forgot anything, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.